Although the release of the first Super Smash Bros. Game was in 1999, a lot of changes were made during its production. The game was initially titled Pepsi Man due to the stand-in characters the game used, which resembled the metallic chrome mascot of Pepsi in Japan. The idea of Nintendo characters was presented to Miyamoto and was not as excited about the idea as the rest of the team. A demo was created without Miyamoto's approval and was showered with praise from the Nintendo staff. This gave the green light for production. The main 8 characters of Donkey Kong, Mario, Link, Samus, Kirby, Yoshi, Fox, and Pikachu have been a staple in every iteration of the game. They are the face of the franchise and a perfect starting lineup for the game's success in 1999, and fully encompassed what Nintendo characters were popular at the time. Gamers like many different genres. Smash Bros. Combined characters from different types of games into one appealing to basically every Nintendo gamer alive. There were also 4 unlockable characters, being Captain Falcon, Luigi, Jigglypuff, and Ness, which round out the 12 characters who have been in every Smash Bros. Game. Each of the 8 starting characters even have their own stages, which are open and free-flowing. Not like the traditional fighting game stage, which is essentially just a moving screen from left to right. This was an almost 3D world feel of deeper strategy and hitting your opponent off the map rather than depleting their health bar. The main single-player mode of Classic has gone through many forms throughout the years, but this version laid down the blueprint. This is where you select your character, difficulty, and number of lives to fight through 14 stages and minigames, and ending against the battle of Master Hand, who just feels like the mastermind that brought all these characters together. This game also introduced side modes, such as Break the Targets and Board the Platforms. Board the Platforms being my favorite mode in Smash history, and I'm begging that they bring it back in future iterations of Smash Bros. These modes were a fun way to test every character's moves, which were tailored directly to them. When all was said and done, Super Smash Bros. For the N64 sold 5.5 million copies worldwide and created a fan base that was eager for more in the new millennium. That's a story of how Smash Bros. Came to be.
Just up smash! And now,
What
Happy Feet! Wombo combo!
That ain't Falco!
That ain't Falco!
I still remember Christmas morning opening up my GameCube in Super Smash Bros. Bundle and playing for hours on end. Released only 2 years after its predecessor, this game cemented itself into gaming history with the esports boom in the 2000s, and this game being at the forefront. And even today, in 2021, this is one of the top fighting games, even though 3 Smash Bros. Games have been released since. The swift, fast movement of this game helped draw players into the Smash scene. Melee was such an important building block in the franchise and started the community that is so passionate today. Side note too, this doesn't really get talked about a lot, but this game is rated T for teen. A game with Mario rated T. A really strange thing to exist. I know Brawl was also rated T, but that game had blood in its cutscenes and subspace, so it makes sense. My only guess would be that the E10 Plus rating wasn't created until 2005, so they had no other option but T. Since a fighting game that is considered violence, it's hard to have an E rating. This game created popular characters in gaming almost to the point where in the future, if there was a Smash Bros. Character, their franchise would now be selling better than ever. The addition of Fire Emblem characters, Marth and Roy, was a prime example of that. Barely anyone in America knew who these guys were and never even heard of the Fire Emblem franchise, at least I didn't. This series didn't even start to be released in the US until 2003, due to the love of these characters in Smash. The other new characters in this game were Bowser, Dr. Mario, Falco, Ganondorf, Mewtwo, Mr. Game & Watch, Peach, Pichu, Young Link, and the Zelda Sheik combo, which broke into 2 characters years later, along with Ice Climbers, who were the only characters in Melee and Brawl not included in the WiiU 3DS version. These newcomers, along with the original 12 from the first game, rounded out the amazing lineup for Nintendo's successor of the Smash Bros. Series, which took the original idea and expanded it to such a high degree. There is an addition of many new modes as well: Home Run Contest, Event Mode with 51 unique challenges, a multitude of new items, Break the Targets returning, and a new trophy collection system. All-Star Mode made its debut here as well, where the objective was to fight every character in the game with your damage percentage carrying over into each fight. and finally a single player campaign called Adventure Mode. I spent countless hours playing this mode because it was a side-scrolling platformer with smash fights built in, along with hidden fights like fighting Giga Bowser at the very end. This was a fully fledged out Smash N64 and what they envisioned a crossover Nintendo fighter would be. In the early 2000s, the internet was still considered in its prehistoric days, so message boards were not as prolific as they were in the years to come. Hell, even YouTube didn't exist. The creation of Melee in addition to brand new characters making the total roster to 25. The fans knew that this franchise wasn't going to stop here. There was no game like this for Nintendo fans. It started to feel like the best fan service for gamers, and we'd get it every 5 years. Like I said before, the advancement of the internet and message boards connected like-minded people by the mid-2000s, and with the rumors and hints of a new Smash Bros. Game in 2007, it had everyone on the edge of their seat. The theories for new characters were coming from every game franchise imaginable. And not even gaming, just any popular character that had a following was wanted for Smash. I even made my own Smash list for characters I wanted to see. Master Chief, Goku, Waluigi, and many more. It's funny to look back at that list I made now and just see the crazy outlandish desires that myself and the fans wanted. They are just as passionate today as they were for Brawl's release, and I imagine forever at this rate. The fans almost felt like their character was deserving to be in the game, and if it wasn't included in Brawl, it would be a letdown. The expectations for this next Smash Bros. Game were as high as they could be for any video game. Along with multiple release date changes, I remember being excited for September 2007. End of the summer, I was finally going to play the new Smash Bros. Game, and then a delay. March 2008. Everyone in the United States had to wait another 6 months to play one of the most anticipated games of all time, but the creation of the Smash Dojo website kept the fans occupied in the meantime. I had this site on my favorites bar checking every single day at the new additions. There would be a new stage, new character, new item, or new mode. Every detail of the game was being shown to us, and it just all seemed too good to be true. Then in a flash, March 9th, 2008 was upon us. I still remember this day so vividly. My first game I ever got on release day, and man was I hooked. 10-year-old me couldn't believe that this game finally got released. Every household in America seemed to have a Wii at this time, and this system was so universal that it meant all my friends also had this game. I know that the competitive community wants to forget that this game ever existed, and just pretend that Project M was the third game in the series, but this game was also a huge building block in the Smash Bros. Empire and building it for the future. Quick overview of Project M since I touched on it. For anyone who doesn't know, there's a hack of Smash Bros. Brawl, which has the Melee movement. This was the game that hardcore Melee fans wanted, and to a certain extent I agree with them since it felt like Brawl was made for casuals and lost the fighting game competitive nature that the previous game had. It added all the scrap Melee characters who were left out of Brawl and was a fan's interpretation of what Brawl should have been. This game was even played at professional tournaments. But let's get back into the game that Nintendo made. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Did we end up getting Goku? No. But did we get Pokemon Trainer, Diddy Kong, Ike, King Dedede, Lucario, Lucas, Meta Knight, Olimar, Pit, Rob, Snake, Sonic, Toon Link, Wario, and Wolf? Yes. A grand total of 35 characters, a 10 character increase from the last game. I was a big fan of completing Classic Mode with all characters in the past, since I was an only child and would be playing this game by myself most of the time. Now I had 35 to complete, along with every character having their own trophies upon completion. It was so satisfying to see the growing collection of trophies. This game was a big deal in gaming history. It broke down the barriers for what could be included in a video game. You see, before this time, there are rules in gaming. Mario was only seen in Nintendo games, Crash Bandicoot was only on PlayStation, and Master Chief was only on Xbox. That was expected, and any gaming character on one console was never seen on another. The unwritten rule that everyone believed was that third-party candidates were never going to be seen in Smash. There wasn't even a thought of that happening. Solid Snake and Sonic being added with Smash was a fan's wet dream. That opened the floodgates for the people who have spent years hypothesizing characters, now had 6 years to really have hope for anyone. This game included the usual Classic, Versus, and All-Star modes which we have gotten accustomed to in Melee, but instead of the Adventure mode, there was a fully fledged 20-hour campaign known as the Subspace Emissary. If I had to guess as to why this game was delayed so long, it would be this mode. Fully rendered cutscenes incorporated in the story mode with boss fights with a huge side-scrolling adventure. It was really different and honestly not perceived well by fans. It was just too expansive. Yes, I realize that this makes fans seem so picky and annoying because all we want is more characters. We want a 200 character roster with 700 stages, but also, by the way, cut the single player in half. We're a tough group to please. Brawl was a fun game on Nintendo's best-selling platform, so the reach was huge with over 13 million copies sold. The intro cutscene and theme song is such an iconic moment in gaming history. It set the foundation for the amount of content jam-packed into the game on the upcoming screens. What was changed was the break the targets mode, and it wasn't for the better. I understand what Nintendo was doing in that there being 35 characters now, it would be a lot of effort creating a custom stage for each of them like in the past two games. There were only 5 levels, so in the end only 5 stages created for this mode to try with all the characters. They weren't that fun or creative, so one of the best side modes in the past was somewhat ruined now. Brawl was the first Smash Bros. Game to include online mode, which was a dream come true. Until you actually played it and realized that Nintendo put zero effort into servers with a free online service, so playing against people was a 5 FPS nightmare. But having it there was cool enough. I also want to touch on Smash Balls. Items in Smash were okay and fun to use, but the Smash Ball created this aura on the stage, flashing colors in a room full of screaming friends trying to break it open, and used to kill everyone in one special move. It was really what the series needed and changed pace of play, since most people played with items off anyway. On to collectibles. 544 trophies, which put Melee's 290 to shame, and a new collectible called stickers, which give effects to characters' attacks and stats, and there were 700 of them in total. I'm going to be 100% honest, I didn't even know that that's what they did until I researched this game. I just thought they were collectibles. But even music was a collectible, with 125 tracks available in the base game, along with 143 to unlock through various methods. This game had a challenge room with over 100 unique objectives to complete, which unlocked any type of collectible in the game. I wanted to have this board completed so bad, but to no avail. Nintendo not having a trophy or achievement system like PlayStation or Xbox, this seemed like the next best thing. The coolest collectible has to be the masterpieces. Time-limited virtual console game demonstrations from some of Nintendo's most classic games like Donkey Kong and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The stages in this game are the best in the series in my opinion, and even had a selection of the best Melee stages along with a stage builder feature. A very full and fleshed out Super Smash Bros. Game which felt ahead of its time content-wise, and ended up being a fantastic third addition to the Smash Bros. Franchise. I just had no idea where they were going to go from here. Super Smash Bros. Melee still felt like there was a void, and Brawl filled that content fully. The tragedy known as the Wii U was Nintendo's next home console, and the next game's gimmick was crossplay and being on a handheld. Collectively called Smash 4 in the community, Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U was released on September 3rd, 2014 in the United States. Am I going to sit here and say that this game wasn't hyped? No. It's a new Smash game. It will always be exciting. But being on the Wii U, a console that was not good in any capacity, and a handheld version which seemingly no one wanted at the time, the excitement came and went very fast. The movement felt as a perfect balance between Melee and Brawl. Melee dominated the Smash competitive scene, so this game didn't even have the pros excited. I'm not gonna lie, I barely played this game. I was excited to see what it had to offer, but I wasn't hooked like the previous versions. Every game we go through in this video, I bring up the advancement in the internet and culture to help showcase the size of Smash fans and how we anticipated a new release. YouTube is now a monster compared to where it was in 2008, and there were channels dedicated to it.
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! It's happening!
I think we all know who the king was of the fan service community. Our Joy-Con boy himself, Etika. Rest in peace. His reaction videos to characters created the most hype in the community in my opinion. Etika was such an integral part of the last two Smash games in terms of DLC and game hype. Nintendo's best marketing by far, and it was all free. Like I said before, this is a very opinionated piece since I never put in the grind hours in this game as I did previous versions. That is due to a lack of innovation. I felt I already had better versions of the game and would rather play Melee or Brawl instead. This game did have some upsides of course. Let's explore what this game did right. Upping the roster again to 51 on-disc characters and a grand total of 58 after all DLC were released. The newcomers were Bowser Jr., Dark Pit, Duck Hunt, Greninja, Little Mac, Lucina, Mega Man, Mii Fighter, Pac-Man, Palutena, Robin, Rosalina and Luma, Shulk, Villager, Wii Fit Trainer, along with the DLC characters of Ryu, Corrin, Cloud, and Bayonetta. I found it weird that the characters from previous games were paid DLC, but Nintendo got me on that Mewtwo purchase on a game I didn't even play, so I guess their marketing tactics work. The problem with this game was that everything that was included in the Wii U version had to also be compatible with the 3DS version. The absence of the ice climbers due to these limitations made the fans very upset. It's weird the effect a missing character has. Even on me, I never played as them, but I wanted them on the character select screen. What was on the screen though was Sheik, Zero Suit Samus, and Charizard, who were now their own character. This was a big leap and honestly needed since they were just so different and needed a full unique moveset. The only characters from Brawl missing besides the ice climbers were Wolf and Snake, which are not the worst picks, so essentially a full squad. 8-player Brawl was one of the most needed things in Smash, and we finally had him. Combine that with the GameCube adapter, this game felt complete. Because I don't know if anyone actually tried to play with the Wii U controller, but it's not even worth playing. Not to be negative on this game again, but the Smash Tour mode was awful. Nintendo was trying to create this Smash Mario Party hybrid by creating a board game, and its slow-paced action didn't help. So you finish your first and only Smash Tour game, and back to the main menu. This thing was horrendous. I always got lost going through here, trying to find where the All-Star mode was or a side mode. Games and more? Why is that a category? I don't even understand. Everything is games and more. It just doesn't make sense at all. This game had trophies returning as a collectible, which is always fun to read the descriptions and history of games, but like, it's been done twice before, and I felt no need to trophy hunt again. Having a trophy shop which is restocked daily was cool though. The amiibo craze had a lot to do with this Smash Bros release, with every fighter getting their own. So the addition of amiibo fighters as well as real-life collectibles being useful in a game was very unique and a cool gimmick, but I'm pretty sure 99% of people are over that now. This game was fun for a time, but really needed a console as popular as the Wii to see it fully flourish and have the same feel as the OG Smash games. June 2018. A new Nintendo Direct. The community was waiting for the day they could see gameplay and the list of fighters included. Sakurai starts us off with just that. Short 3-second clips of a few characters who made the cut. Mario, of course, leads it off with the music playing in the background, and whoa, Breath of the Wild Link? Okay, so this isn't a Wii U port. So much anticipation as to who we'd see next, as the ice climbers run on screen and the gaming world rejoices. So much is happening so quickly I couldn't process it all quick enough. Then the music stops. Solid Snake appears and the words "everyone is here" flashes on screen. My entire body had chills as I realized every character in Smash history was going to be included, and this dream that the fans have had for over a decade of a fully complete roster was about to come true. This trailer didn't even have any newcomers. Besides Inkling, who we already knew was in the game, it was the most excited the community has been for a release. They brought back the Smash JoJo from Brawl, but it didn't have the allure that it once had in 2007. Regardless, the hype for the game was astronomically high. When I talked about fan service before, that was nothing compared to this game. They gave us Ridley, a character Sakurai said was too large and wouldn't work for Smash. Probably the most wanted character throughout the community. The new additions were Chrom, Daisy, Dark Samus, Ken, and Richter as Echo Fighters, Incineroar, Inkling, Isabelle, King K. Rool, who I think had the best trailer for the fake out of the century, Ridley, and Simon, along with the DLC added so far with Joker, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry, and Bylethon Pack 1, and Min Min, Minecraft Steve, Kazuya, Pyramithra, and Sephiroth to round out Super Fire Emblem Bros. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But seriously, who's asking for more Fire Emblem characters at this point? I gave Marth and Roy such high praise for being in Melee, but now it's overkill and just not what the people want. I'm not surprised though. Nintendo is famous for not giving fans what they want and just sticking to their own agenda, which always seems to be less profitable. As of August 2021, 88 Smash Bros. Characters are in the universe, with one more fighter remaining in the Fighter Pass 2, which will bookend the largest gaming crossover in history. I liked how unlocking new characters was easy and not having these hard challenges like in past games. Such an incredible roster and the best-selling game in the franchise. This might be Sakurai's last time being in charge of a Smash game, and I don't see them doing an Everyone is Here approach again, just due to how much effort they put into it. The cast of characters was large, and so was the stage count. 103 stages on launch, with each DLC character getting their own custom one as well. Every stage has a battlefield feature, which I found myself playing the most, along with an Omega version, which was just the final destination. The new stage morph feature was great as well, allowing the stage to change mid-match. Going back and forth between stages was fun for a long match against friends. My favorite mode of this game was the Squad Strike mode, which players have wanted for over a decade and was in Project M years prior. This allowed players to choose multiple fighters for each stock instead of just respawning as the same one over and over again. It helped me learn many new characters instead of having just 2 or 3 mains. They also introduced Spirits, which was just a flashier version of stickers from Brawl, so nothing to freak out about here. The Word of the Light trailer hyping up a proper single-player campaign in the Smash Bros. Game looked promising, just for it to be an alright mode to play when bored, which was also tedious like the Subspace Emissary. I still think the best part of the mode is a theme song, so at least something good came out of it. Music also received a big improvement in this title, with you being able to essentially use your Switch as an iPod and listen to over 1,000 songs in the game whenever and wherever you are. Take a quick listen. Classic mode was improved in the Wii U version by revamping the intensity meter, which changed after every fight to constantly challenge the player, which was a fantastic new addition. This game having GameCube support makes me so happy. 17-year-old controllers from 3 generations ago being the best controllers ever made that honestly see no end in sight. They're almost synonymous with Smash Bros now and make the gameplay what it is. I don't want to just keep repeating myself and saying, oh yes, it has an all-star mode in Target Smash, since I've already covered them in previous games, but Ultimate has all the best parts of the past games in one. It truly is the ultimate Smash Bros. Game. Although, that's not entirely true. This is the first Smash game to not include a variation of Break the Targets. The repetitive nature of it being in a Smash game, it feels like they opted to not include it and focus on better modes and polishing the game, which I think turned out to be a better choice. The gameplay and movement feel pitch perfect, it has all the fun side modes we've grown to love, the best single player campaign, not that it had much competition, enough collectibles to have you grinding for hundreds of hours, but the most important factor, the game is just fun. It can be fun alone or with 7 other friends. As of the Q2 sales numbers of 2021, Smash Bros. Ultimate is by far the best-selling game in history with 24.77 million units sold, almost doubling the second best-selling installment being Brawl's 13.32 million units. To put this number in perspective, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the 34th best-selling video game in history. It is the perfect Smash Bros. Game and will be cemented now into the Gaming Hall of Fame. Now that we're at the end of the video, I just want to say a huge shout out to Summoning Saul, whose videos inspired me to start my YouTube channel. I think he makes the best gaming content on YouTube, so please check him out. He'll be linked in the description below. And please comment on ways I can improve my videos, as this is my first one along with other games you want to see a retrospective on. So there we have it, the history and breakdown of the entire Super Smash Bros. Franchise. This really begs the question of where does the series go in future installments? I guess we'll just have to wait and see if it exceeds our expectations or not. This can only be achieved if it includes Crash Bandicoot, Geno, Sora, Rayman, Master Chief, Waluigi, Spyro, Dixie Kong, and Goku. No pressure, Nintendo.